Artificial intelligence has become, I mean, the most talked about technology over the last couple of years, as it's in many respects, thanks to ChatGPT. How are you thinking about the future of artificial intelligence in terms of how it's going to fundamentally change human connection? You've got 4 boys. You must be thinking about, we talked about earlier, the kind of jobs that are going to exist in the future. There's a big narrative saying that knowledge jobs like lawyer and accountant aren't going to be the same. In fact, even when you think about how your kids are going to be educated, your youngest child is 1 year old. Are they going to go to a school or are they going to go to a large language model? Like, how are you thinking about that future? Are you scared?
I really love that you jumped to education because I think it's so profoundly powerful. I mean, even in my own experience, my ability to learn such amazing things in such a short period of time and connect different ideas together, it's an incredible tool for discovery and for learning. And so I can't wait for our kids to use these sorts of tools. I'm sure Flynn does to some degree, but as a thought partner, AI is just incredibly powerful. So I do think, especially for creative people, it should be an unbelievably powerful tool to be able to iterate, to get feedback, to explore different ideas, explore different options. Even when I'm writing something and I'm stuck on this just doesn't feel right, and I'm like, can you just give me 10 options? It's really helpful to brainstorm, to find that right word.
I was wondering the other day when I was using ChatGPT or one of the programs a couple of days ago, I was wondering if I'm going to get worse at writing because this thing's now doing it for me. And writing is such a wonderful way to think and understand. So therefore, am I going to get worse at understanding things because I'm now deferring the process of thinking through something logically to this computer? Whereas back in the day, I would have to really think deeply about what I was trying to say myself.
I don't know. I think it's going to be really important that obviously people continue to write, and oftentimes my first draft is on a piece of paper, right? So I do think that is going to be important. But I think the bigger question for me is whether or not AI will help people get better at asking questions. Because ultimately, asking a great question and having someone who can help answer it is the key to learning. I mean, that's, I think, perhaps the greatest blessing of having a great teacher or a great mentor or a parent is that you get to ask all sorts of great questions, right? And get those answers. And so I think if we're now in a modality that really is all about asking the right question and doing that really repeatedly, if that can train us all to ask questions more effectively, that would be a very big deal.
Interesting. I've not thought about that.